Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ray and welcome to this new video. This video is going to be my spiritual mage guide, and in this guide I'm going to be showing you how to kill the spiritual mage in the best way on and off Slayer task. The spiritual mage can be found in the God Wars dungeon, and they can be killed in 4 different habitats. But the habitat we're going to consider is the Ceradomin and the Zamrak, since these are the easiest to go for and have the best kills per hour. The combat level is either 120 or all the way up to 123, but the ones we're gonna kill is in the low 120s. The life points is 750 for the Ceradomin mages and 850 for the Zamrak mages. The Slayer level requirement is 83, and if you want to get this assigned as a task, you need to have 83 Slayer. If you want to kill these outside of a task, you can also boost yourself up with a wild pie to boost your Slayer temporarily, but you'll have to keep eating them, which will take inventory space. They are assigned by Simona, Duradel, or Curadel. Their attack style is Mage. They will only attack with Mage, so you can just pray from magic or deflect magic, and their attacks will be just ineffective. Their weakness is range, but stab weapons are also really effective if you just want to take a rapier. And their top drop is Dragon Boots, but after the free trade, these are not that valuable anymore. They were about 400k, they are about 150k right now, but still it's a nice source of income. For the gear and inventory setup, I would recommend taking melee. Even though these are weak to range, range is not that powerful as melee can be, and melee is just way cheaper in the long run. I recommend taking prayer bonuses, since you'll be praying the entire time. You don't need defense bonuses because you won't get hit at all. A Slayer helm if you are on Slayer task, but I really recommend any of the next helms or cowls or masks, because these will protect you from all the God Wars dungeon creatures. If you don't have that, you can switch your gear around. Maybe if you are taking melee, you have your arrow slot free. Maybe you can take a Zamrak or Ceradomin arrow, depends where you want to kill them. And also your Barrows gloves, if you don't have those, or if you want to switch those out for any of the Vambraces, you can do that as well. But I won't be showing you that in this video because everyone has a different setup and it won't really make sense. I have a Tokhar Call, also known as the Rhino Cape. If you don't have that, you can take a Soul Wars Cape for even more prayer bonus, or maybe a Fire Cape if you have that. There's a Demon Horn necklace. The Demon Horn necklace has a really nice special effect. First of all, it has an amazing prayer bonus. It has plus 13, which is the highest of all necklaces. And second of all, if combined with the Bone Crusher will bury every bone that is killed. And the Demon Horn necklace will, for every bone that is buried, will give you 10 extra prayer points, meaning that your prayer will hardly ever run out. But if you want to take a Fury, which I recommend, that's fine as well. Even though the Demon Horn necklace has a great special effect, if you're on a Slayer task, you don't need the extra prayer bonus, since you have enough with the prayer potions that are in your inventory right now. I take a rapier. If you don't have a rapier, take a whip. And if you have a CLS, I still recommend the whip, since it's just faster and I don't have that much experience, or that much life points, I'm sorry. I have Proselyte. If you don't have Proselyte, maybe take Initiate. And if you don't have any access to those armors, make sure to do some defense armor then, or any of the other higher prayer bonus armors. I also have a Dragon Defender, which is just for some extra attack bonuses. If you want to take a shield, that's fine as well, but it's really not needed since you're praying the entire time. I have Barrows gloves. If you don't have Barrows gloves, maybe you can take any of the Vambraces, since you need some God Vambraces anyway. You can switch them out that way. Now, as I told you, you need the Zamrak and Ceradomin Vambraces, or any Zamrak and Ceradomin item, to be honest, to not be attacked by those creatures. If you want to kill them in the Ceradomin layer, make sure to take a Ceradomin and Zamrak item. If you want to take them into the Zamrak layer, make sure to only take a Zamrak item, since you won't be needing anything else. The Dragon Boots is of course a drop from the Spiritual Mages, but is also a nice boot to have for healing them. Of course, if you have the Steadfast Boot, which is an upgraded version, drop from Glaciers, make sure to take those, but they are about 43 mil, so make sure you have the money for that. I have a Berserker Ring imbued. If you don't have any imbued rings, make sure to take just a normal Berserker Ring. Maybe a Ring of Life if you don't feel comfortable there, or maybe a Ring of Wealth to increase your Dragon Boot drop. Now in my inventory I have 4 Overloads and 4 Prayer Renewals. These will match each other since they both take 5 minutes to run out. I take 4 of them because it will take about 1 hour and 20 minutes. That will be enough to complete my task. Of course, if you just want to camp them, you can take your own amount that you feel comfortable with. I have 12 prayer potions. Since I have that high of a prayer bonus, these will last me long enough to finish my task. And of course, turmoil the entire time to speed it up even more. I have a pack with me and scrolls. This is just for if I get back to back dragon boots, I don't have to drop any prayer potions for them, because any of the other drops are mostly runes, coins, or any other stackables. I have 2 emergency food, which are definitely not really needed, but if I lag out or anything like that, and they do start attacking me, I have some emergency food to get me out of there. I have a Slayer ring. Of course, if you are on a Slayer task, make sure to use your enchanted gem or Slayer ring to know how many you still have to do. I have a 1-click teleport out, and of course a Trollheim tab. If you haven't done the Love Story quest, make sure to get your runes for it. You'll need 2 fire runes and 2 law runes for the Trollheim teleport spell. For the range setup, the inventory is pretty much the same. Instead, for your attack bonus, make sure to take the highest range attack bonus as possible. I show Armadale here. If you have Pernix, that's even better. If you want to downgrade that, Royal D'hide is fine as well. I have an Amulet of Fury. If you want to take a ranging amulet, that's fine as well. There are so many things you can do, but make sure to hassle your god items in there, because now you only have Armadale protection. Make sure if you want to have the Saradomin and Zamorak as well, make sure to throw them in somewhere. Maybe have a Zamorak Stole and Saradomin Vambraces, or the other way around. You can just switch that up. But as for the rest, I just have the best range attack bonus to my availability. For getting there, I recommend using your Trollheim Teletab. This can be gotten from the Love Story quest. If you haven't done that quest, make sure to have done Edgar's Ruse to teleport with a spell, namely 2 fire runes and 2 law runes, all the way to Trollheim. Once there, you can climb down the mountain and pass all the way to the God Wars dungeon. There's a big boulder in the way. Make sure to have at least 60 strength or 60 agility pass through there. If you want to lift it, make sure to have 60 strength. If you want to pass through it, make sure to have 60 agility. These trolls here are aggressive if you are below 137 combat, so make sure to pray range, because they are very accurate. Then you'll be in a snowy area and your stats will be drained. If you have exactly 83 Slayer, make sure to bring your restore potion so you can restore back up once you're inside to start attacking these spiritual warriors. Once you are inside, you'll see some spiritual warriors there, but if you want to go all the way to the Saradomin layer, I'll explain the Zamorak layer in a bit. All the way to the Saradomin layer, past the first rope. Make sure to bring your rope if this is your first time all the way to Saradomin, and start killing the spiritual mages there. There are a couple of them. Make sure to charge your turmoil and pray melee, or pray mage and overload before you start attacking. Killing them within the Saradomin layer means that you'll need both a Zamorak and a Saradomin item. If you don't have those, all these monsters will start attacking you, and since they will all be attacked with different combat styles, you won't last that long, since they are a must. Now if you start killing the Saradomin mages, there are about 6 or 8 that spawn here, and these will be attacking the Zamorak creatures as well, meaning you have to deal less damage and you have to take less damage, or at least be attacked less when killing them, which is a difference in the Zamorak layer, which I'll show in a second, where there is no other monsters around, meaning you have to kill them all by yourself. Sometimes the Saradomin mages will randomly turn around at you, so don't bother taking your prayer off, so make sure you have your prayer on at all times so you don't die here. Now the Saradomin mages have a great drop rate of the dragon boots. It's set about 150, or 1 in 150, but these also drop hard glue scrolls and various runes. These are actually the only Slayer monsters assigned by Cyrodiil which don't drop effigies, so you won't be going here for any effigies, but still it's a nice experience task, and also nice dragon boots as well. If you want to kill them in the Zamorak layer, as I said before, you only need a Zamorak item. Instead of from the rope, you go southwest or southeast it is, or I'm really bad with these directions, but you go north and you go over the bridge. If you want to go over this bridge, you need at least 70 constitution and also 700 life points to survive the fall, even though you won't actually take the life point damage. What will happen is your prayer will be drained to 0, but that's alright, you have some prayer potions to spare, and since the prayer potions are really not that expensive anymore, you shouldn't really care. At the end, all the way to the boss room, there are a couple that spawn, but they also spawn all the way around the Eyrie. Now these are quite close to each other. Make sure you don't confuse them with the warriors and the rangers. I did a couple of times. But this is basically just a little bit more difficult to kill than the Saradomin mages, because they won't be attacking anything else, but these still shouldn't take too long. You can decide for yourself where you want to kill them. I personally recommend killing them at the Saradomin place, since there are other things will attack them as well, and since it has a 70 agility requirement to go there, less people will be there. Now the Zamorak mages don't drop anything different than the Saradomin mages, so yeah, you shouldn't kill them for that reason, or shouldn't not kill them for that reason. But do know that if you go closer to the boss room, the room will darken, or the screen will darken. There's not a glitch or anything. This is just the way how it works with Zamorak, and I really find that annoying. That's why I never killed the Zamorak boss as well, and I personally really find that annoying, so that's why I never killed him here. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you like more of my content, make sure to subscribe to be notified about any video I upload in the future. Now leave your creative responses in the comments below, and of course if you have any tips for me or questions, you can also ask them there. Goodbye, guys.